Hey everyone, it's Rick Silva with Ask Rick Silva on YouTube, professional networker. In this video, we're going to talk about the difference between marketing, selling, and networking. I'll give you the definition of all three, and then I'll go into a little bit more detail about networking since I'm a professional networker. If I was a professional marketer, I'd be talking about sales funnels and websites and lead generation, but I'm a professional networker, so I teach referral generation. Unbelievably misunderstood piece of your business development. I talk to a lot of people and they talk about marketing and they talk about sales funnels and lead generating. I don't do any of that. I strictly work off of referral and referrals alone. So if you have a great marketing system, maybe you could add a referral system and exponentially grow your income. So I'm going to do a lot of reading to you. I want to give you first the definition of selling. This is my definition. Selling is first and foremost a transaction between the seller and the prospective buyer or buyers. I'll say that again. Selling is first and foremost a transaction between the seller and the prospective buyer or buyers. Selling is the art of persuading the consumer that buying the product or service will benefit him or her. Selling is a process by which one person guides other people's behavior along a path in a desired direction, culminating in the purchase of a product or service. The bottom line is selling through whatever scripting you're using, closing techniques you're using, whatever it is. Selling, the bottom line is getting someone to take pen in hand and buy your product or service. That's what selling is. And there's a lot involved in selling, but selling is selling. Now, to me, selling is after your marketing and your networking efforts have brought you a client. Marketing brings in leads, networking brings in referrals. That's the ball on the tee. Your sales skills then come alive to actually make the sale. Before we can use our sales skills, we have to have marketing and we have to have networking. So there's your selling definition. Selling, getting someone to write a check. Now, Alex Banning posted this on Facebook, so Alex, I'm going to tag you in this and you'll get credit for this. I don't think you wrote it, but you posted it, so I'm giving you the credit. It might have been from the person who wrote the one-page marketing plan. This is the most brilliant write-up I have ever read as far as what PR and marketing is. Okay, so I'm going to read this to you. Here's the simplest, most jargon-free definition of sales and marketing I've ever seen. If the circus is coming to town and you paint a sign saying, "Circus coming to the showground Saturday," that's advertising. If you put the sign on the back of the elephant and walk it into town, that's promotion. If the elephant walks through the mayor's flower bed and the local newspaper writes a story about it, that's publicity. And if you get the mayor to laugh about it, that's public relations. If the town's citizens go to the circus, you show them many entertainment booths, explain how much fun they'll have spending money at the booths, answer their questions, and ultimately they spend a lot at the circus. That's sales. Awesome. It talks about marketing, promotion, public relations, and sales. And that's what marketing people cover, and that's fine. There's something missing here. Referrals from networking. Okay, so I want you to understand before we move on, you cannot get referrals from marketing. Marketing, funnels, landing pages, websites, handing out your business card, that's all marketing for leads. Leads. There's nothing wrong with leads. I don't work with leads. I've said it before, I don't like leads. I like referrals because referrals are easier to close and I don't have to work so much. I can work 10 hours a week and make $600,000 a year. That's what I like. So there's your definition of marketing and PR. I have another definition of marketing for you. An organizational function and a set of processes for creating, communicating, and delivering value to customers. The ongoing process of moving people closer to making a decision to purchase or use our products or services. Simply, if it doesn't facilitate a sale, then it's not marketing. So marketing is moving people down a line to purchase. And it's also bringing in leads, not referrals. Okay, so before I give you the definitions and advantages of networking, People say all the time, Rick, I go to networking events. Oh, I'm an expert networker. I hand out so many cards every week. I am an expert networker. And what I want you to understand, and I've got other videos that discuss this in more detail, when handing out your business card, I wish I had one here. Here we go. When you meet somebody, you go, hi, I'm Rick Silva, I'm a wealth consultant, or I'm a professional land banker, or whatever I happen to say. When I'm handing you my card and my mouth is moving, I am marketing, not networking. I've covered it in other videos, more detail on what networking is, but when you're talking about yourself, when you're handing out your card, this is marketing, not networking, okay? So people go, Rick, you teach networking all the time. I network everywhere I go. And I go, cool, when do you network? Well, I go to events and hand out my cards. Awesome, when do you network? Oh, I hand out my cards everywhere I go. When do you network? That's marketing. That is not networking. So here's a definition of networking. The process of establishing a mutually beneficial relationship with other business people, potential clients, and or customers. The key to true business networking is the establishment of a mutually beneficial relationship. The most important skill for effective business networking is listening, focusing on how you can help the person you're listening to rather than how he or she can help you is the first step to establishing a mutually beneficial relationship. One other thing I want to cover with you here, bear with me one second. When it says the process of establishing a mutually beneficial relationship with other business people, that means if you're a roofer, you're building relationships with HVAC people, with solar people, and you're trying to figure out how to get HVAC people more business. You're trying to get solar people more business. If you're a mortgage lender, you're trying to figure out how to get financial planners and CPAs more business. And it has nothing at all to do with your business. And I'm gonna give you an idea of what the salesperson does and what the networker does. Okay, so now I want to give you some of the advantages of being properly networked, and then I want to go over what a networker does and what a sales guy does. So some of the advantages to being highly networked and having a big referral network is discounts. You'll find it's very rare you're going to pay full price for anything when you have a big referral network. Okay. People don't like to cold call to find business, but let me tell you something else. People don't like to cold call to find vendors. So what I mean by that is your next door neighbor saw you get your carpets cleaned or your carpets replaced or your roof done. They'd rather come over and ask you, hey, was that a good carpet cleaner? Could I get his name and number? They don't want to call, you don't want to cold call for clients. If you like it, you really need to build a network. People don't like to cold call to find vendors. They would rather ask their friends and family members, and you want to become the go-to person, so when they ask, you're the name that comes up. It helps you to work smarter, not harder. In the beginning, building your network does take quite a bit of time, but once you have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, 200 other people finding you business, then you get to work less. So the average self-employed person spends 20 to 35 hours a week looking for business. 20 to 35 hours a week looking for business. If we can build a network and we're never looking for business, then we're spending all of our time making money by serving our clients. Networking is the least expensive way to market your company. It's the most time-consuming, but it's the cheapest. Referrals, it's not even a question. Referrals are by far the easiest to close. If you're a mortgage lender and your CPA said to call you, when the person comes to you, they're going to say, hey, my CPA told me to talk to you about a mortgage. It's set on a table, and if you use the pre-screening tools that I haven't shot the videos on yet, I will soon, and you teach these referral sources how to educate the client before they come to you, it's 95% done, so it's much easier to close. When you get clients through referrals, they stay more loyal, they're not as quick to leave, and they're not price shopping you as much. There's a term, your net worth can be determined by your network. Your net worth can be determined by your network. So I've had over maybe 5,200, 5,300 one-on-one coffee meetings. My wife's had 2,000 or 3,000. That leads in not very long to multi-millions of dollars worth of income and net worth. And then networking, the other cool part about it is, how does it make you feel to give? Everybody likes to receive. I like to give. I like to give referrals and help other people make money. And when you do that and you serve your client with referrals to other professionals that can help them, you're helping your client, which in return your client will send his friends and family members to you. You're also helping these other professionals build their business, and over time, via the law of reciprocity, you're bound to get business back from that. So I want to just give you some examples of what a networker does and what a salesperson does on a sales call. So I would custom tailor this to you if I knew what you did. Let's use a banker for an example. So a business owner goes in to meet with a banker and he says, I need a business loan because I'm looking to expand my business and I want to actually blow the wall out, and I'm expanding and I'm hiring. Okay, so these are two faucet handles. The banker who's stuck in sales mode turns the salesperson on and says, awesome, you're going to expand and you need a loan, so let's get you approved, let's get you that money. And they start working on the pre-approval process, they start working on the loan, they start doing all these things that serves them. They're in sales mode. A networker, hey, I need a loan so I can blow the wall out and we're expanding. The person in networking mode for an instant turns the salesperson off. Turns the salesperson off, turns the networker on, and the expert networker says, awesome, before we talk about your loan, if you're going to be blowing the wall out, do you need a contractor, an electrician, a painter, flooring, architect, alarm system, carpeting, space planner? You said you're hiring. Do you need a staffing company? What do you need? Do you need a CPA? Anything you need, I want you to come to me and I'll help you find it. A real estate agent, when they meet a client and the client says, I just inherited some money, I'm thinking about buying a home, the real estate agent goes, awesome, what kind of home do you want? They start, how many bedrooms, blah, 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 blah. No. Sales guy off, networker on, and says, whoa, that's awesome, you just inherited some money. Let's go a little farther than just worried about the home. Do you need an estate planning attorney? Do you need a financial planner? Do you need a CPA? Help them with those resources and then talk about the home, because we can buy a home from anyone. We can get a bank loan from anyone. What makes you different are the resources that you bring. So same thing with a general contractor. He goes in to someone's home and they're talking about adding on, or maybe they want to do a whole bunch of work to the house and then they want to sell it. Cool. The general contractor goes, look, show me what you need done. The networker already knows he's going to get the business because he's going to ask something different. Awesome. Well, let's look down the line. If you're going to sell your home, do you need a real estate agent? And if I'm doing all this work, you're going to need a painter, you're going to need a roofer, an electrician, carpeting, carpet cleaner, carpet installation. I have all of those resources for you. So any industry you do, if you do, I wish I could personalize this for you again. You need to figure out what else you can offer your client besides your services, because when you're offering your services, you're selling. When you're offering other people's services, that's when you're a networker. That's when you build the law of reciprocity. And that's when you have referrals coming to you that you can't even believe or imagine. So I'll give you some more. You're a photographer and you're meeting with somebody who's thinking about getting married. You're already there for the photography business. And if all you're doing is meeting with them for the photography business, you're going to be commoditized. And how much do you charge? How much do you charge? If you go in as a resource and say, I got a huge network. Do you need a wedding planner? Do you need somebody to do a wedding cake? Where are you getting your dress? Where's your husband getting? Where are they getting the suits? Event planner. Do you need to hear about some events? Do you need a limo? And you start thinking about all the things. You need a hairdresser for the updos. What do you need to help this go smoothly? And the photographer could be that one resource. If you sell the wedding dresses, you could be a resource for all of those. So I hope this helps. Networking is bringing other professionals in to serve your client. So ultimately, via the law of reciprocity, it brings you referrals. Marketing is for leads, networking is for referrals, selling is to close them when they finally come to you. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you soon. It's Rick Silva. Thank you.